I'd like to call this meeting to order, and our presentation of colors tonight is by Robertson High School, and the students are instructed by Colonel Tom Bell of the United States Air Force, retired. I ask you to rise. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order. Off. Right. Pace. Forward. March. Order. Halt. Order. Goes. Forward. March.
I ask that you remain standing for a moment of silence. Thank you. You may be seated. Staff has requested that we remove the Haw Creek Elementary School CMAR item from our agenda, and there has also been a request to remove policy 4120 from the second reading section of your agenda. I would entertain a motion to approve this agenda with these changes.
So moved, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Could I get a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? It's time for superintendent's comments.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I want to begin by recognizing a student summit that took place last week out at Blue Ridge Assembly. I think each one of our high schools was represented with student leaders, and this was all developed, structured by students. And it was just an incredible moment of pride to witness the organization and the leadership that these particular students displayed. This was sponsored by the Buncombe County Health and Human Services and the Partnership for Substance-Free Youth. Debbie Bryant coordinated a significant part of that particular program, but the beauty of it is it was student-led through and through. The reference in terms of the theme was on opioid and substance abuse, but to me, in sitting in some of the sessions that our students provided, it was a lot about resiliency and leadership. And I was just so extremely proud of those young people. And in fact, 2 days later at Reynolds High School, those particular student leaders followed up with their own summit and presentation to the student body at Reynolds High School. And it was extremely powerful. And my understanding is that same type of student-led program is going to take place in all 6 of our traditional high schools and expand even beyond. So I really do want to recognize Ms. Bryant. Thank you for just a job extremely well done. I want to give you a few calendar notes. I think it's safe maybe to say where I'm going. Spring break is just around the corner. That's April 15th through the 19th. We also have a budget work session that's open to the public, and that's scheduled with the board on April 24th. That'll begin at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. April 26th, if you don't have that date on your calendar, that will be our all-county middle school, high school strings. And traditionally, that's been held at Irwin High School, and I think that begins at 6 o'clock. Board members, please check your calendar to make sure that you have our annual Top Scholars Banquet. That's one of the fun events to attend during the year, and that's going to be April 30th at the Downtown Renaissance, and that will begin at 6 o'clock p.m. Now, barring any April surprises, June the 11th is now our last student attendance day. That's scheduled with an early dismissal that afternoon. Memorial Day, which is May 27th, that will remain an optional teacher work day. And then our graduation ceremonies for the traditional high schools, they will be, all 6 of those will be on Saturday, June 15th. And this year will be a bit unique. Owen High School has historically taken the lead to have their graduation outside in the stadium in the morning. And Meg, I think you would agree, that's just a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. And Mother Nature has been so kind to the Owen district, right? But you will now have 2 additional peers that will be joining you with having their ceremony in their stadium. So we're quite excited about that. And then the 3 remaining traditional high schools will be using the Thomas Wolfe and the Cellular Center.
So what 2 are they?
Who are they? You're going to put me on that spot.
Well, we need to put them on the spot.
Right. Let's see, our outdoor ceremony joining Owen will be Irwin High School and Inca High School. So again, we will do everything not to jinx you. We've had beautiful graduation ceremonies outside, and yours will be that way too. And then T.C. Robertson, North Buncombe, and Reynolds. I would not forget Reynolds. I would never hear the end of it. That will be downtown at the, I think Thomas Wolfe is still North Buncombe and Cellular for Reynolds and Robertson. So that's on the Saturday, June 15th. Now, Mr. Dodson created a sort of a mandate that the superintendent be at each one of these graduations. So up to this point, that's always worked out really well. So I'm not sure how I'm going to, maybe we can do some genetic science and split and.
We can do a pasteboard cutout.
Right, there we go. One of Charles Barkley's
That's right.
big faces right there. But if I'm not there physically, I will promise you I'll be there with you in spirit, okay? Finally, I'm very pleased to recognize yesterday's highly successful evacuation and reunification drill that was held at Owen High School. We applaud the efforts of the students and staff, Meg, at Owen, along with all the first responders that took part in the exercise, and many thanks to the Ridgecrest Assembly staff. I've had an opportunity to be at every reunification site that we've held that exercise, and I'll tell you, we could not have found more generous hosts. So at this time, Mr. Huff, I think the technology is on board, and so.
I think we're good.
Good. So I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Huff and let him give you a little bit more details.
Well, Dr. Baldwin, thank you, and Madam Chair, members of the board. We have actually reached a milestone with doing our remote evacuation. First of all, I do also want to add my thank you to Meg Turner and her staff. I will say when we did the hot wash yesterday afternoon, the one thing that everyone was saying was how well organized Owen High School was, how well behaved the students were out at Owen. And I will tell you, Ms. Turner, you have a lot to be proud of. Excellent job. With that, we thought we would pause and reflect a bit as this completes a school in each and every district in Buncombe County Schools. Cane Creek Middle School, of which affects both Robertson and Reynolds District. And you can see the dates up there. 2007 is when we began this. That wasn't too many years after the Columbine tragedy. And as I looked up that date, April 20th, 1999, here we are, April 4th, 2019, 2 weeks from that 20th anniversary. There's been so much focus on safety and security in the last 2 decades, so it's fitting we should reflect a little bit. In our doing remote evacuations all across the district, we have also evacuated schools at each level. Pictured here is Johnson Elementary, which was 2 years ago. You can get a sense in the pictures how much an undertaking doing this drill is, as there is a great deal of planning, as we include law enforcement and EMS. In 2013, we began a tradition of providing administrators, counselors, and partners the opportunity to learn more about safety and security by holding a safety symposium. School security and bullying prevention programs are just a few topics of the training that is provided during this event. Now our tradition is alternating year to year a symposium followed by a remote evacuation drill. Not all our practices are drills to react. Preventive programs such as PBIS and Leader in Me help build a healthier school climate. Each year, our schools turn in a report showing that they have completed all required drills that also include tabletop exercises at the schools. Early on, 2 decades ago, our schools prepared response kits to ready themselves should an event ever occur. Medical devices such as AEDs have been purchased and are inspected regularly. Each school is required to also have staff trained in CPR and first aid. Classrooms have evacuation routes and grab-and-go bags at the ready. Schools have paid special attention to simplicity of drill instruction, so to help substitute teachers perform these drills well. We have consistently looked to improve physical security through our door buzz-in systems, which are now in every school in the county. Campus security is ongoing as we look to install gates and guard shacks to check visitors as they arrive, and these are mainly at the high schools. As we talk about physical security, behavioral health, and procedures, the one item that everyone finds most important is the school resource officer. This year we have added seven more, and here are pictures of just some of them as they perform their duties in our schools. Finally, we have trained our faculty and staff on crisis response through the National Incident Management System. NIMS uses the run, hide, fight model approach to crisis response. I know that was just a quick look back at where we have come, but let me leave you with just 2 quotes. The hardest thing about security is not ever really seeing the fruits of your labor. You will never fully know that which you have deterred. You have to have faith that all the things that you put in place are worth the time and efforts. And from a 19th century Indian philosopher who said, "Tradition becomes our security, and when the mind is secure, it is in decay. Simply put, we can never be satisfied. We have to keep improving." As always, board members, we appreciate your support as we look to continuously improve. Thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate the efforts on all of our staff to do this and to provide safe places for our children to learn. The next item on the agenda is it's the curriculum feature. Who did I about mess up?
Dr. Baldwin, Madam Chair, members of the board, I am so proud to share with you the 2020 Teachers of the Year. We are here tonight with these fine individuals, and we're going to introduce them to you shortly, but I wanted to remind you of the process that they've gone through to get here. So each school selected a Teacher of the Year, affectionately called a TOY, T-O-Y. The Teacher of the Year completes a written portion of a portfolio. The Buncombe County School Selection Committee reviews those portfolios. They conduct interviews, and they determine the district winners. There are 7 district winners that you will hear tonight. Can't wait to hear. These district winners will then have an opportunity to speak with the committee again, and they will have classroom visits. So probably the highlight of the selection committee, other than this wonderful evening tonight, is those classroom visits, because that's where it's incredible to see them in their home territory. At this time, then the Buncombe County Teacher of the Year will be selected, and we will announce that in September at our banquet that we normally have. But I would like to recognize the selection committee. So if you are on the Buncombe County District Committee, would you please stand and let us thank you for your leadership? They put in a lot of hours and a lot of heart, and they take this process very seriously, and we appreciate them. All right. At this time, I would like to invite Beth Love, our 2018 Teacher of the Year from A.C. Reynolds High School, who will join me to present certificates. Dr. Baldwin and each board member, when it's your district, we would invite you to come down front, and we will progress through each of the districts. We will have individual winners' pictures, and then if you would step to the doors until everyone in your district has been called, and then we'll bring you back over for a group picture. Okay, we ready? All right. So we are starting with the at-large district. So Ms. Donna Pate, come on down. We have learned not to go in alphabetical order every time. In our at-large district tonight, we are recognizing Community High's Teacher of the Year is Stephen Gray.
Missing the sign behind Suzanne, so you just see the pipes on TV. Oh,
In absentia, we have Rebecca Hefner from Early College and Jolie Kaiser from Nesbitt Discovery Academy. Next, we have from the Progressive Education Program, Peyton Young. Congratulations to our at-district. Mr. Queen, would you join us for the recognition of the Inca District? In absentia, we have Andrea Sellers from Candler Elementary. And now we have Hominy Valley Elementary, Miss Amy Gaston. Representing Pisgah Elementary, Beth Myers. Sheila Moody from Sandhill Venable Elementary. Allison Lipham from Inca Intermediate could not be with us this evening. Next, we have Amy Boswell from Inca Middle. Representing Inca High School, Heather Daughtery. Congratulations, Inca District winners. We're going to celebrate the Irwin District. Representing Emma Elementary, Karen Witten. Elementary, Beth Halliday. Brooke Rodamer from Lester Elementary could not be with us this evening. From West Buncombe Elementary, Angela Shiflett.
Very competitive.
Elementary, Amy Lunsford. From Evelyn Intermediate, Leslie Anderson. Rachel Reeves from Irwin Middle School. Tiffany Wooten from Irwin High School.
I said bunch of softies in here.
So sweet. Congratulations, Irwin District. Let's recognize the North Buncombe District, Madam Chair. From Barnardsville Elementary, Kelly Lyda. From North Buncombe Elementary, Latanya Walters. Representing Weaverville Primary, Heather Gast. Sarah Harrison from Weaverville Elementary. Representing North Windy Ridge Intermediate, Aubrey Cripps, excuse me. Sherry Peak from North Buncombe Middle. North Buncombe High School, Captain James Sullivan. Congratulations, North Buncombe winners. Need Miss Buchanan to represent the Owen District.
No.
From Black Mountain Primary, John Gibson. Melissa Angel from Black Mountain Elementary. Ellen Perry from W.D. Williams Elementary. Caroline Ayers from Owen Middle School. It is. Happy from Owen High School. Congratulations, Owen winners. Miss Cindy McMahon, let's represent and see the Reynolds District winners. From Charles C. Bell Elementary, Melissa Burton. Rebecca Reeves from Fairview Elementary. Catherine Laws from Hall Creek Elementary. Angela Inslee from Oakley Elementary. Rebecca Whittier from A.C. Reynolds Middle. Ariel Warden from Cane Creek Middle School. From A.C. Reynolds High could not be with us this evening. let's recognize the Robertson District Teachers of the Year. From Avery's Creek Elementary, Katie Ann Cody. From Glen Arden Elementary, Karen Martin. Matthew Lane from Estes Elementary could not be with us this evening. Next, Delana Parker from Charles T. Coontz Intermediate. From Valley Springs Middle, Bethany Chapman. From T.C. Robertson High School, Alan Wilson.
Alan, congratulations.
Special treatment. Special treatment.
Congratulations to all of our teachers. You're so well deserving, and we appreciate your time, your energy, your leadership, your dedication, all of those wonderful aspects that you bring to your school each and every day. So thank you. And does anyone want to know who the district winners are? Of course. Should we announce that? Think so? All right. Well, Vanna White here has the magic envelopes. You, again, are all winners, but we are going to identify the district winners, and when I call your name, if you would come down for a picture. All right, here we go. From the Irwin District, do we have a drum roll? Leslie Anderson, Joe P. Eblin Intermediate School. Here we go. Inca Beth Myers from Pisgah Elementary. From the Owen District, Caroline Ayers, Charles D. Owen Middle. From the Reynolds District, Rebecca Reeves, Fairview Elementary. Such joy. North Buncombe, the winner is Aubrey Cripps, North Windy Ridge Intermediate. from the T.C. Robertson District, Delana Parker, C.T. Coots Intermediate. And there's one more to join this group representing our schools in the at-large district. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Rebecca Hefner, Buncombe County Early College, and she is homesick. It won't be as much fun for Miss Hefner, but you can tell her you had all the fun while she was home. Congratulations, this is exciting. We're so proud of you. Will the teacher selection committee please stand again? You have your work cut out for you. I've been in these classrooms and they're fabulous teachers. So good luck. We know that you will enjoy your visits. You'll enjoy time spent with these fabulous teachers. And thank you all for going through the Buncombe County Schools Teacher of the Year process.
One more group photo. Let's get all the board representatives with our district teachers of the year. Big group photo. One more.
Except I don't have a person. I have no person.
You would talk to everyone.
Congratulations, everybody.
We certainly invite anyone to stay with us, but we understand if you need to go home and get ready for tomorrow. So thank you for being here with us this evening.
Yeah, this is not going to last.
Tell Nathan, Nathan that the year before last year was speaking to someone.
I'm doing well. How are you? Good. Hey, I'm good. How are you doing? Congratulations on your wedding.
See you.
Things going okay?
Well, wide open, pressing on towards spring break.
That's right. Yeah, I hear you. Congratulations.
And Ronnie said, you know, Amy was others too. I said, it makes my stomach come up in my throat every time. And I said, and that was a gator. Are you leaving? This is a gator.
Ben, you plan to eat? You plan to eat? Plenty to eat?
Okay, I'll see
Well,
you.
that's what I did.
How are you?
Down. Just a sec.
Promise I have faith.
Right. So now that all the audience is gone, I will let you people know that this is John Henning from Campbell Shatley, and I apologize to him for not doing it when the room was full, but I'm sure you all appreciate the fact that John's here telling us what to do, and
Do I get a certificate?
we could,
I don't need a certificate, that's okay.
we can give you an empty envelope. At this time, it is, and thank you, Susan, Ms. Swanger and Ms. Harris, for doing that and doing it in such an organized fashion. It's very nice. Everybody got their picture. Okay, now it's time for public comment.
And we have one public comment for tonight. We have Guy Fisk of Lynn Cove Road to discuss the T.C. Robertson baseball field.
Yes, sir. Would you speak into the microphone, sir?
Now you're gonna start the time, aren't you?
As soon as you start talking.
Let's go. My name's Nick DiOrio. I'm with American Legion Post 70. As they said, we are sponsoring a team for the Legion, and it's we hold our games at T.C. Robertson. And what we're here for is that we spend about $5,200 just to use the field. Now, we're a nonprofit. What we're trying to do is provide students in your county, in your district, an opportunity to play on American Legion baseball team. Now, several of the American Legion baseball players are major league players today. Several of them are also in the Hall of Fame. So we're proud of that. But the main thing is we're spending $22,000 a year, and it's not a budget. We can go below it or above it, just depends on what the team needs. Again, we want to supply the kids the necessary items that they need to perform. For T.C. Robertson, I'm going to give you this program, and along with that, we're trying to get sponsors too. But we spend $5,150.80 for our to use that field. The biggest expense is for the custodians. We pay for two of them, and it costs us $27,060. We're just wondering if, by chance, we can get by with just one. Again, we pay for everything there. Some of the schools that we have 15 players on the team presently. We're hoping to, get about 3 to 4 more. Asheville High, Irwin High, Owen High, Pisgah High, Reynolds, Robertson, and Tuscola. All of them have students on our team. And again, we play throughout the county, we play throughout the state. At the end of the year, there is a Legion World Series held in Shelby. We take the team there. Some of our expenses include buses to take the team to games, uniforms, baseballs, you name it, we buy it. But we furnish all that for them, and we do that because we want to. All of us are veterans, and we're proud to do this for you, and we just hope that maybe we can get some relief in this one little area. And if you would, we would very much appreciate it. I think that's all I have.
Thank you, sir.
Well, thank you.
And we certainly appreciate your service.
Well, thank you for that. I appreciate you saying that. So I'm going to leave this with y'all. Who do I leave it with?
The lady in the back,
Lady in the back.
not the man, but the lady. Thank you, sir. The next item on the agenda, we're moving to the action agenda, is the budget amendment number 5 with Ms. Frisbee. I am looking for a motion to approve this amendment.
Can I ask questions first, or do we going to approve it?
It's fine with me.
Okay. I have a couple of just little questions.
Just tiny questions. I'm not surprised. Nor is anybody else.
These are not complicated questions that I have. Okay. Just want to make sure I understand. In the State Public School Fund, classroom teachers was adjusted for NC Virtual Public School Sure Up. What does that mean?
So each year, we get reduced for those students that do the North Carolina Virtual Public Schools.
Okay.
And then when the numbers come in and all that, this is just a sure up.
That's what Sure Up means. It's just, I just needed
Yeah, it's just to balance
English.
it out.
Okay.
We estimate it and then they
I
sure
see.
up.
Okay. And then, more curious to me was Holocaust subpay. Holocaust, as far as I know, was a long time ago, so I didn't understand what that was.
If we have teachers that attend a Holocaust workshop to learn about that, the state reimburses us for those substitute teachers.
Okay. They attended
And
the
that
Holocaust
comes in through
workshop.
our allotment revision.
Gotcha. I just didn't, okay. I didn't understand what, especially what the Holocaust part meant, so I didn't realize that was
We
workshop.
have teachers
Okay.
that attend that every year.
Okay. That was it. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Any other board members have questions? I'm still looking for a motion to approve.
So moved, Madam Chair.
Thank you. A second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Next, thank you. The next item on the agenda is Inca High School approval of track replacement project contract. Questions from the board concerning this item?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, you going to let him go?
I am.
All right, since it's Inca, you can go first. Mr.
I'll wait
Queen?
for Mr. Fearley. Tim, I was looking at the proposal, and I was looking at the attachments that showed the track and a variety of issues that were accepted, some were rejected, value engineering, trying to work through that. The one thing that I want to know is that for quite some time, we've had that erosion issue at the far end of the track on the home stadium side where the soil was washing down over the track. And I want to know that included in this plan, that grading and drainage and all that issue is going to be taken care of so we won't have that issue continue.
In the turf project that we did
Yes, sir.
last year, there was a trench drain put in there, in that area to stop the erosion off the field. And in addition, Mr. Wyatt expedited a project where we basically put a shotcrete concrete under the bleachers, because that was really the bigger problem that, you couldn't
Right.
really get at and see, but would come out from under the bleachers. So we also are grading the track in a manner that should stop any future erosion if it should happen to not compromise the track.
All right.
It's a very steep slope where you're describing.
It is.
And it's been a challenge to keep that, depending on the weather, drought, too much rain, to keep vegetation on there, to keep that erosion down, and to keep people off of it, because that exacerbates it.
So I just want to make sure that we have aggressively addressed that issue, and that when we get this track in place, that aside from just a huge amount of rainfall in a short period of time that might overwhelm our drains, it should take care of it. Is that
There
correct?
is no additional work in this project that you're considering tonight to deal with that. As I said, in the turf project, we regraded, put some trench drain, and reseeded that area. And I can't guarantee that we won't have to do something else in the future, but we will have a very expensive track, and I can guarantee you we will monitor it and take further actions if
All right,
necessary.
very well. Thank you.
Cindy?
My quick question, Kim has already answered for me, but I just want to get it into the record. So your memo requests that we approve the bid from Medallion Athletic Products, but the letter from Campbell Shatley, our attorney, mentions GeoSurfaces Southeast, Inc. And so GeoSurfaces is the legal name and
That's
Medallion
correct.
is the DBA name, is that right?
Yeah, doing business as Medallion.
Yeah.
We've always known them as Medallion.
Okay.
They've been around for quite a while, but
Okay.
they were purchased by that company
Okay.
and operate under the same name.
Okay.
But their legal name is, as you described, GeoSurfaces.
Okay, just wanted confirmation on that, thank you.
Other questions?
I have one. What was the difference in what was authorized and the money that came from Article 39 sales tax funds and the difference between the bid, because we're having to come up with 4042 project money, how much money was the difference?
I believe our Article 39 allocation was in the vicinity of $980,000. So it was a significant overage that really surprised us.
Can you tell why that was? Is there some time gap between when we got the approval to now, or is it just the climate and the nature of?
There's been an inflation in paving costs from the stone base, and that's a big part of it, right up through the asphalt. It's a very aggressive time frame to do this. And as you
That'll
heard
give you more
tonight, the
cost.
school is, guess what, having their graduation right there. So we have to, this contractor has to
Window.
stop, clean up, and remobilize, and that adds cost. And we penalize them if they're late.
And you mentioned, so we're covering it with funded through completed Article 4042 projects. Are those projects that are already completed and you know there's money, or it's an anticipation and we may still have to take some money from some 4042 projects?
No, those are completed projects
So the
that
money's
have a
there.
surplus.
Because those schools depend so much on that.
We've totally completed the projects.
Super.
There's a little bit of money, and we gathered it all together.
And it'll take care of that. Wonderful. Thank you.
Anyone else? Hearing none, I would entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
And a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The next item on the agenda is North Buncombe Middle School Capital Outlay Athletic Allotment Request.
You know, you skipped Hall Creek.
That other hall.
Oh, I'm sorry. We removed one Hog Creek and kept the other. I did not mean to omit Hog Creek. Hog Creek Elementary School Utility Easement Agreement. This is Mr. Wyatt. Are there questions for people from the, questions from the board? Hearing none, I'd entertain a motion to approve.
So moved, Madam Chair.
Second.
A second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Now we go to North Buncombe Middle School Capital Outlay Athletic Allotment. And are there questions from the board concerning this item?
Just to point out, Madam Chair, in the memorandum from the school principal, it looks like there's a typo. There's two different dollar amounts. They're only $3 off, but we.
That would be our middle school principal.
Well, the 6608 then doesn't match with, is it 6608 or 6605?
660828.
Jamie, you may have to pay the extra $3 because that's not what's in our memo.
It just looks to me, from Ms. McCants to Dr. Baldwin, 6605 in both places, but in the other one, it's 6605 in one place, but 6608. It's probably just a typo, just getting it corrected so that it matches
Jamie's good for the other $3.
would be, no, I don't want her to do that. I just think we ought to match them up. I'm sure it was just a typo, because everything else is right and it matches up, so just wanted
So
to
if
get
we
that.
could, thank you, if we could make those
Typo.
corrections on these papers,
Yeah.
the Ms. Matthews is
on
flying
the-
through over here.
On the winning bid, it says 6605. I think
Yeah,
she's taking that $3
Yeah, the
off.
6605, I think, is the accurate number.
She's going
according
to
the bid
Tommy's
sheet.
and have a hot dog is what she's going to do.
Yes, the bid is 6605.
That's the place to eat in Weaverville. All right, so it's 6608.
05,
0528.
according to the bid.
Okay. She says it's 05. All right, now that we've got North Buncombe straight, are there other questions?
No.
I'd entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We've now moved to the consent agenda, and on the consent agenda are the minutes from March 7 regular open session, the personnel report, advisory council request to change a member, W.D. Williams Elementary School change of bank, Community High School change of bank, records retention and disposal request, school nutrition procurement plan for 1819, and the policies for second reading.
Minus one policy, correct?
Yeah,
Was there
no,
one
I
we
marked
pulled out?
that on some paper.
120.
120 was pulled.
4120, we're taking off. So policies for second reading are policy 1720, 4015, 7225, discrimination, harassment, bullying, complaint procedure, policy 3420, student promotion and accountability, policy 4003, English language learners, policy 4100, age requirements for initial entry, policy 4100, I just read that, policy 4130, discretionary admission and release, 4135, tuition for discretionary admission, 4150, school assignments, 4700, school records, 6140, student wellness, and policy 7310, 4040, school student relations. Motion to approve the consent agenda.
So moved, Madam Chair.
Second.
Second.
Thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? On the information agenda, we have the finance reports. We have AB Tech Community College Board of Trustees appointment application, and I am to announce that the applications for this position will be live tomorrow, and that they will be posted on the Buncombe County Schools website and on our homepage under announcements. And are there other things that I needed to say about that, board members? I think it'll be very easily explained on the website. An announcement of future meetings. The Board of Education has a special call meeting on April the 24th at 2 o'clock here at the Bowcatcher Conference Room. That's to look over our budget before it goes to the commission. Buncombe County Schools Top Scholars Banquet is April the 30th at the Renaissance. Board of Education will have a special call meeting May the 2nd, also in Bowcatcher Conference Room. And our next board meeting will be May the 2nd with a work session prior to. I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Thank you. And could I get a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Let's go home.